just, you know. Okay, guys, here we are, and we are going to do blueberry bars. And what I do is I like to have it big enough on the refrigerator so that I'm not like this on the phone with greasy hands, and I have to put my I already look silly enough, I feel, and I don't need the glasses. Okay, so what you do is you pull out your ingredients. With sugar. I mean, that isn't the sugar, that's the flour. Here's the sugar. Okay, you need brown sugar too. Well, this should be easy. What did I forget to do? I forgot to turn the oven on. This is what you don't want to do. Now, while we're at it, there's something in there from yesterday. Okay, wow. Okay, this was a surprise hit. I didn't expect so much out of it. This is what we got. This is a vanilla cake, kind of just plain vanilla with a raspberry topping. This was fantastic. I liked it so much that I took a bite, it dropped out of my mouth on the floor, and I drooled all over it. And as you can see, it is mostly gone. It was about like this. A little bit tart, kind of sparkly. This is a great one. I would do again on a hot summer day like this. And maybe even at Christmas, like put a little mint on there with the raspberries, be great. So there we go. Now, it's out. That means you can turn the oven on 350. Go. Same story as usual. I'm not that prepared for this. Are you that prepared for anything? Okay, hopefully you have stuff in your kitchen that you have to dig for. You're going to need 2 bowls for this thing. Not for the same reason you need, I'm off camera, 2 bowls for a cake. You're going to need something for the filling, in this case blueberries, and something for the crust. Oh, this one. Okay. Now, we're going to do this fast, and we're going to fast forward through this stuff, so it will take you longer unless you can go as fast as this video. Or somebody comes in and does it while it cuts. Okay, so we're going to do 3 cups here. This is not a cake, so the fluffy flour is not as relevant. Another thing I try and do here is, like real life stuff. When we were cooking for 50 people and we only had a staff of 3 or 4, you didn't have time to do anything, really. But also, if you started piling up dishes for your crew, you just had to go wash them, and then that takes time. So I try and use as few pots and pans as I can. So I'm not like the kind of person, let's put it all out and put it in little jars and like it's all measured like that. I want to do, like 1 bowl and 1 spoon type of thing. So this particular recipe is calling for ½ a cup of brown sugar and ½ a cup of white sugar. So I could get out another measuring tool and do 2 different, whenever, 3 things, but I don't want to. Here's brown sugar. And you have a 1 cup measuring cup, and you really can't see this happening, but you can get it. I'll show you. They usually have you press brown sugar. I'm not pressing it, it'll be too sweet. There, see? Half full, right? Okay. Yeah. There you are. You fill it the rest of the way up with granulated sugar. Voila! Then you have the salt. Salt is really important. I mean, it is. Now, by the way, I launched off of a recipe for this. It's usually what I do. I go look at a recipe and I'll think, wow, and I want to do that too. And then I don't do a lot of the things, not everything I say. One of the things this particular recipe called for was having an egg in the dough. And therefore, they're also adding baking powder to the dough, which means it's kind of going to be a little bit fluffy and like that. Now, I could, and I don't know whether I will or not, I'm deciding right this second, go with the egg thing, which will give you a softer dough, or go with sort of a classic closer to the vegetarian thing, which is not. I'm thinking maybe not today. So we're going to go with a crumb crust and a crumb topping. It's a little bit like apple crisp top and bottom. That's what we're going to do. So we're talking here, I don't have a measuring spoon. Quarter teaspoon. This is more than a quarter teaspoon. I like it. And no baking powder, because it does. If you put baking powder in there and it's not got any liquid to work with, it won't do squat and it'll taste good. So you just don't. I don't add that. Wouldn't add it to anything that didn't have a liquid ingredient right in there. That's my story. This is going to be the same situation you have. My favorite tool. Now my favorite tool is worth washing. Okay, so again, I could get bored watching somebody do this stuff. I need to know from you if it's boring. There, again, good to mix things together, or you'll have parts of it that are sweeter and parts of it that are saltier, and it's obvious. Okay, now, I'm doing a chilled butter thing again instead of a soft butter thing. And we're going to have more butter than they call for. By quite a bit. This is a butter-loving team in here, and it'll give you a kind of really crispy crust. So what's going to happen next, I'll start, and then we're going to pause, so that you don't have to wait here for 10 minutes while I cut the thing in. The thing is, you might think I don't have time for this, but there's something kind of relaxing to me about just having my hands in there in the flour, doing anything. So whether it's kneading dough or mixing crust, there's just something kind of wonderful about it. So I like to give myself time there. And I don't want anybody to wait around on the video while we do that. Just know that it might take a little time.